Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am a real estate agent, and this right here is a real day in the life of a real estate agent. Here's what we got going on. It is currently 7:50 in the morning. I'm usually a bunch earlier than this, but I got to drop off my car at the dealership, get a loaner, and then we have a 9 o'clock appointment with the client. We have an 11:30 showing, and we got a bunch more things to do for the rest of the day. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's go have some fun. We have made it to the office. The time is 8:47 a.m. and we have a client coming in at 9. This client is actually a past client, and right now a lot of my business is past clients. Once you've been in the game for now 7 years, you realize it just gets easier. Honestly, it just gets easier over the more people you help, the easier it's gonna get. I know it sounds counterproductive, but that it is what it is. And by the way, my name is Aaron. If you don't know, please like, comment, subscribe. So here's what's happening. He's coming in because he wants to invest. He actually already owns a piece of one of my apartment buildings, so it's a really good client. And we're gonna figure out the best approach for him, for his budget, how much cash he has, etc. So it's like a little impromptu buyer consultation. And then we have an 11:30 showing in the city, and I have to prepare a to-do list, which is what I like to do every morning. And then we have to figure out a way to post on social media at some point, because that is how I generate my business, which is posting on social media and trying to get organic reach. And while I have a camera, I don't have the SD card, I don't think. And I don't know if the batteries are juiced up. So for now, I'm going to film on my phone until we figure out the tripod situation for this camera. But to-do list. I like to put together an option of 10 things. Whether I got 10 things to do or not, it doesn't matter. I like to write down 10 things. And if I have I get to 7, I have to really force myself to come up with another 3. I do. And generally, that's what forces you to go do a little bit more than you were going to do anyway. So one is always look up houses for buyers. Since I got 2 buyers I'm taking out today, I want to look at their searches first to make sure that I'm not missing on any properties. If we're already out, we can go see that. And by the way, I apologize about the vacuum. It's cleaning day in the office. Nothing I could do. Okay, so the to-do list is complete. I'll just run you through it. You kind of already know some of them. Look up house for buyers, meeting with the one client, review a lease application, send out a lease application, post on Facebook, post on Instagram and TikTok, post on YouTube Shorts. We have an 11:30 showing. We have a 1 to 2 p.m. showing. And we have to text one of my past clients because he had mentioned something about wanting to start investing, and we just kind of fell by the wayside. Things got busy, life happened, but we want to make sure we don't forget that. We get that taken care of. Number 10 is pay my accountant. And then number 11 is review business expenses, because it's tax season. And then I just left 12 up there because who knows, maybe something comes to mind. I'm sure in the moment I'm forgetting something. Oh, and I was call for Mabine. Perfect. I got to make another call for another client. So we got 12 things. If I can get these 12 things done, which I'm pretty sure I can by 4 o'clock, I can take the rest of the day off, relax, go work out, and enjoy my evening. Fun fact, as a real estate agent, you have access to something called the Private Listing Network, PLN. If you don't know what that means, you should get on it. Figure out how to get there on your MLS. Every MLS should have it. Mine does. And these are all the coming soon listings, the ones that are unready, the ones that I think are not really a good time to show, but you have access to them. So number 1, you get to figure out what's coming up on the market, what inventory is going to be available, and there's a lot less competition. All right, so the 2 clients that I'm showing today, their listings are out. Nothing really came up. One guy had 3 options. The other person had almost nothing to see. So now I need to text them. Always text them. Say, hey, just a heads up. I sent you 3 places. Let me know what you think. Boom. That goes a long way because oftentimes they don't check their email in time and it's too late, right? So let me do that. And I'm recording this on my phone, so I apologize. We're going to have to stop recording. The time is 10:42 a.m. We have actually 3 showings set up for this client I just met with because he's an existing client. And then, little tip to you all, if you're vibing with the client, we're already friends, right? But if you're vibing with the client and you got nothing to do, ask him for lunch that day. Keep expanding on that relationship. It actually goes a long way. So that's what we did. We went out to get some food real quick. I dropped them off. I like to drive there and back. And then now I'm driving to Chicago. We have 1 showing there, and then we got to come back and do a bunch more showings. Today's actually going to be a day full of showings, and I'm excited. Business has been relatively slow just because the market, everything going on, the season, a lot happening in my own life. So I'm glad that things are picking up. We got some, transactions to do. We got some showings to go on. I'm very, very excited, and let's get it started. If you're enjoying this, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you at the next show. Okay, so I was just here to show a unit over here, but unfortunately, the tenant left the door locked, so I literally just drove 45 minutes to just go back. If you're a real estate agent, expect sometimes you're going to be wasting your sweet time. Now, with that said, what do we do now? I have a 1 o'clock showing. It is pretty much 11:45, 11:40. It's gonna take me 30 minutes to get to I have 45 minutes to kill. Coffee shop. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Starbucks. We got me a nice little Americano. And what we're doing right now is we're running comps for a listing I sent earlier today, possibly a showing tomorrow. And then we're trying to schedule and get some like nitty gritty work done. And hopefully, I didn't bring my to-do list, so I'm just going off memory. Hopefully post on at least some platforms on social media. And then go to this 1 o'clock showing. It's currently 12:34. We just finished showing this apartment. And it was one of those situations where the unit looked great in photos, but awful in person. So now we're going to the next one. Hopefully it works out. We just left the second showing for that client and they absolutely loved it. But unfortunately, offers are due literally in 54 minutes. So I'm rushing to a Starbucks so I can write this thing up. They got multiples. You know, pray to God we can get this bag and tag it. Simple sale. Woo! We need a win. We need a win. So I'm literally, that's just part of being a real estate agent sometimes. You got plans, you gotta move some things around to fluctuate and make sure your clients at least get their offer in. So that's what we're doing. We're about 1 minute from a Starbucks. I will literally only have 10 minutes to prepare the offer, send it out, get it signed, and then send it to the listing agent before I have to head over to my 3 o'clock appointment, which is like a 45-minute drive. So this is a little bit of a crazy day. I'm glad I'm vlogging. If you're enjoying it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and remember this, on the description, I got 2 products for you. I got 1-hour coaching call, talk to me, anything you want. Real estate, business, life, investing, whatever. And I also got the Patreon that offers weekly coaching for $25 a month. It's like a group setting Zoom call. So if you're interested, links in the description. Now, I'll see y'all at Starbucks. This is living the life. We are under the gun, but you know what? We're making it work. Offer was submitted on time. It is currently 2:40, and now we have a 35-minute drive, not a 45-minute drive, down to another city to show another investor. Let's go. All right, so now we are in Aurora. We just wrapped up the 3 o'clock showing. It was actually fantastic. So sometimes when you're showing it, and this was a tenant-occupied property, I wasn't sure. I asked them, are you guys tenants or owners? They said, we're tenants. I'm like, would you like to stay? And they said, we would love to stay. So if we end up buying this, guess what? Tenants are already in place. What a blessing. Now, we have a 48-minute drive to the next showing. So this is what happens when you don't specialize in a specific area. You end up going everywhere, right? So pick your niche carefully. And if you're not willing to do all this driving, maybe don't work with investors. Just work with people buying in specific neighborhoods, whatever the case is. All right, I'll see you at the next spot. We are here at the final destination. We have made it. We are alive. We have one last showing, and then we are done temporarily for the day, and we'll clock in later in the evening. All right, so we are approaching the end of the day. The time is 4:15. The work day began, I don't remember, I think it was what, 8:30. We got to the office, something along those lines. The work day is not over. I still got to go home at some point, prepare an offer for one of the properties we just saw. This one is one of those situations where I love the location, and the location was forcing me to love the unit. However, I couldn't see myself buying that unit, which means I can't see a client buying it. Here's why. You got to look at the details, right? When you walked in, the lobby was dirty. It was disgusting, which means the HOA is not on top of their game. And you do not, as an investor, ever, or even owner, want to buy in an HOA that's not really ran well. It's a little sloppy. Despite the price you could get, like a discount, it's just not worth the hassle, especially for us. So we're gonna skip on this one, submit on the one we just saw before, and then keep it going. God willing, at the end of today or tomorrow we'll have 2 accepted offers, and I can have like because right now, despite being a top producing real estate agent, I don't have any pending deals, but I have so many active clients. And you'll find yourself in this position as a realtor, especially someone working with buyers, is you'll have a bunch of, you'll be busy, but you'll have no money coming in, right? It sucks, but it's all part of the game. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I don't think there's any more for me to show you. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.